10 British customs that leave Americans genuinely curious. You think you know Britain. You've seen the accents in movies, the royal ceremonies on television, the red buses rolling through London, but then you actually land in the UK, and suddenly the everyday feels unfamiliar. People apologise when you bump into them. Strangers form perfect lines without being told. Dinner happens at what feels like midnight, and one particular custom, our number one, can quietly confuse Americans for years. Today we're counting down from 10 to 1, exploring 10 British customs that leave Americans genuinely curious. Let's begin. 10. Apologizing, even when it's not their fault. The first thing many Americans notice about British culture: the word sorry. It's everywhere. Step slightly too close to someone in a supermarket aisle in Manchester and they'll say sorry. Brush shoulders on the underground in London and they'll say sorry. Even if you're clearly the one at fault, you might still get a polite apology. In the United States, apologies are usually reserved for actual mistakes. In Britain, sorry often functions as social lubricant. It softens interactions, reduces friction, and keeps everyday life flowing smoothly. It can mean, "Excuse me, pardon me, that's unfortunate," or simply, "I acknowledge your presence." It's not necessarily guilt. It's social harmony, and once you notice it, you can't unhear it, which makes what's coming next even more interesting. 9. The sacred art of queuing. In Britain, queuing isn't just waiting in line, it's a social contract. At a bus stop in Liverpool or outside a bakery in Bristol, people naturally form an orderly line without instructions. There's no pushing forward, no strategic hovering. You arrive, you join, you wait. Americans often find this fascinating because the structure feels almost invisible, yet everyone follows it. If someone accidentally skips ahead, it's rarely met with confrontation. Instead, a calm, understated correction. I think the queue starts back there. Queuing in the UK is about fairness. First come, first served, no drama. Break that rule though and you'll feel the quiet disapproval instantly. And that quiet reaction says a lot about British social norms. But speaking of unspoken rules... 8. Understatement as a superpower. If a British person says something is not bad, it might actually be excellent. Understatement runs deep in British communication, where an American might say, "That was incredible." A Brit might say, "That was quite good, actually." Same emotion, different delivery. This cultural tendency appears in daily conversation, news reports, and even weather discussions. During heavy rain, someone might casually comment, "It's a bit wet out." During intense heat, "It's rather warm." For Americans used to expressive enthusiasm, this can be puzzling at first. But understatement isn't lack of feeling, it's restraint. It's a subtle way of managing expectations and avoiding exaggeration. And that restraint becomes even more visible in social situations. 7. Personal space that's polite, but reserved. Americans often describe British people as friendly but reserved, and a lot of that comes down to personal boundaries. In much of the United States, small talk with strangers is common. Chatting in an elevator? Normal. Talking to someone in a grocery store queue? Also normal. In Britain, small talk exists, but it's usually gentler and more measured. Weather is the safest topic. "Lovely day, isn't it?" Or "Bit chilly today." It's not coldness, it's respect for privacy. Striking up a deep personal conversation with a stranger in Edinburgh or Birmingham may feel unusual, but once a friendship forms, loyalty runs deep. And that careful approach to social interaction connects to something Americans notice immediately in British homes. 6. The Great Tea Ritual. Tea in Britain isn't just a drink, it's a moment. Offering tea to a guest isn't optional, it's instinct. Whether you're in a London flat or a cottage in Yorkshire, the kettle goes on. Milk is added after the tea, usually, and biscuits may appear without warning. For Americans, the frequency can be surprising. Morning tea, mid-morning tea, afternoon tea, tea after dinner, tea during stress, tea during celebration. It's not the elaborate afternoon tea with tiered trays. That's mostly for special occasions or visitors. Everyday tea is simple, strong, and deeply woven into daily life. It's comfort in a mug. But tea isn't the only thing served differently in Britain. 5. Pub culture without the pressure. Walk into a traditional British pub and you'll notice something Americans find intriguing: the pace. There's no loud music blasting conversation away in many traditional pubs. No pressure to move tables quickly. You order at the bar. You carry your own drinks. You settle in. Pubs aren't just about alcohol, they're social hubs. Families eat Sunday lunch there, friends meet after work, dogs nap under tables, and tipping works differently too. Unlike in many American bars and restaurants, tipping in UK pubs is modest or sometimes not expected at all for drinks at the bar. It feels relaxed, communal, rooted in routine rather than spectacle. And speaking of routines, 4. Sunday as a slower day. In parts of the United States, Sundays can feel like any other busy day. In Britain, Sunday still carries a distinct rhythm. Shops may open later or close earlier due to trading laws in England and Wales. Streets can feel quieter. Families gather for a Sunday roast, often featuring roast meat, potatoes, vegetables, Yorkshire puddings, and gravy. There's something gently structured about it, a weekly pause. Americans visiting the UK are sometimes surprised when large stores operate on reduced hours. But that slower tempo adds to the sense that Sunday is meant to feel different, and that sense of structure extends to something far more formal. 3. The monarchy as everyday background. For many Americans, the British monarchy feels like history class or a television event, but in Britain, it's woven into daily life. Coins and banknotes feature the monarch. The national anthem references the sovereign. State ceremonies, like the state opening of Parliament, follow traditions that stretch back centuries. Most Britons go about their lives without constantly thinking about it. But it's there, subtle, present. To Americans from a republic with no royal family, the idea of a constitutional monarchy functioning within modern democracy can be fascinating. It's both symbolic and structured, historic yet contemporary. And then there's something even more visible in everyday movement. 2. Driving on the left. The first time an American steps off the curb in London without looking right first, there's a moment of shock. In the UK, vehicles drive on the left side of the road. The steering wheel is on the right. Roundabouts flow clockwise. It's entirely normal to Britons. But to Americans accustomed to right-side driving, it feels like stepping into a mirror world. Even escalators follow subtle rules. Stand on the right, walk on the left in many London Underground stations. It's not chaos, it's just reversed logic. And finally, we reach the custom that quietly fascinates Americans the most. 1. Politeness as a national language. At number 1, it's not just tea, not just queuing, not just understatement. It's the layered, almost invisible system of everyday politeness. Please. Thank you. Cheers. Sorry. After you. You all right? Which in Britain often means hello, not genuine concern about your well-being. Politeness in British culture isn't loud or theatrical. It's embedded. It smooths interactions in shops, trains, offices, and streets. Americans often notice how consistently these small verbal gestures appear. Even minor transactions, buying a sandwich, asking directions, are wrapped in courteous phrasing. It's not about stiffness, it's about social balance. And when you combine that politeness with queuing, understatement, tea rituals, slower Sundays, pub culture, and left-side driving, you start to see a pattern. British customs aren't random quirks. They're interconnected habits shaped by history, geography, and social values. They prioritize fairness, privacy, routine, continuity. To Americans, some of these customs feel charming, some feel puzzling, some feel refreshingly calm. But together, they create a rhythm of life that's unmistakably British. And once you've experienced it, even briefly, you begin to understand why so many visitors leave the United Kingdom both curious and quietly impressed. Because beneath the accents and traditions, what stands out most isn't spectacle. It's subtlety, and that subtlety is what keeps Americans watching, wondering, and coming back for more. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn the notification bell.